Alright, so here is how I make a paw print into a stencil. Okay, so I'm just going to do an 8.5 by 11 sheet. Hide this. Here is the photo I've got. Well, not paw print, this is a nose print. Same type of scenario goes for nose print versus paw print versus fingerprint. They usually go about it the same way. So what I want to do is I want to get it as big as possible on this sheet. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my lasso tool here, and I'm going to go around. Oop, maybe. Okay. Copy it, paste it, get rid of the previous layer. I'm going to save it real quick here. Put it in my own folder. Paw print. Oh, I don't know why I saved it as paw print. It's a nose print, whatever. Like I said, same concept as far as making this happen. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to desaturate. So that's a Control-Shift-U to desaturate. Or you can right-click and desaturate, usually from there. Mode adjustments, desaturate there. Or like I said, the Shift-Control-U. Then we're going to go ahead and bring up the brightness. So that was image adjustments, and then your brightness contrast. So what I want to do is I want to brighten it up a bit, but I don't want to lose any details. Okay, so I'm going to bump up that contrast as well. I don't want to lose, you know, you have these darker parts of a nose print or a fingerprint, and you have lighter parts. So you don't want to lose that either. You want to make sure it's dark enough to put into the stencil, you know, to translate into a stencil, but you also want to make sure you're following that correctly for the actual tattoo itself when you execute that, because if you know, it won't be correct if you do everything just solid black. Okay, you lose you lose the detail that makes it what it is when you don't do that. So now I'm grabbing the wand tool. Now right here we're missing some of these details. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unselect that, and I'm gonna do a Control-L to bump up my levels a little bit. And right there. There we go. Now I got more of those details. Now if I still want those last few that aren't showing, what I could do is take that tolerance down a bit. I'm gonna take it from 50 down to 30. And then that gets more of those little details. If you want more, you can keep lowering that number, but I feel like that is a good amount of detail right there. So I'm going to do a Control-X to cut that out, and then I want to make sure that that area, there we go. And let's see, and I'm going to do levels one more time, Control-L, and I just want to keep the integrity. There we go, right there. Save it again, and bam, there is how you do a nose print, paw print, fingerprint. Those are the steps. Some you have to work a little harder at, you know, and to you know, sometimes you'll get some really smeared ones, things like that. This was a pretty nice, clear, easy one, to the point. So that is how you do that.